Okay, guys, let's get started. Happy Monday. It's March. I'm so pumped for the month. My name is Ashley. If you're new or newer to these Coach Zooms, Christy and I co-host these with our teams. We just find that we work better together, and it's always fun to have more people on our Zooms. So we alternate. We alternate hosting our link, and whoever is hosting the call, we kind of always share it. But we're really excited to continue to see these Zooms grow. Like, I see a lot of people on right now, and I'm super pumped. So we are going to jump right in with going over specifically the ultimate portion fix and what that means for you and your potential to recruit coaches right now in this window of time. And then we're also going to get into our 30-day roadmap and why everyone needs to be in this group. Like, literally, if you're on this call, you need to be in our Dash to Diamond group. And we're going to finish with sharing our own journeys to Diamond, because when we both thought about it and we talked about it, we had a lot of similarities with how each of us, Christy and I, got to Diamond ourselves, and then ultimately 2-star Diamond, 3-star Diamond, which is where we really were able to match our incomes and have the options to leave our jobs or do whatever we wanted to do. So we think hopefully you guys will get a lot from hearing us share our own journey, but we're obviously limited on time, so I want to get started right away. So Christy, do you want to start with ultimate portion fix, and we can kind of go from there?
Yeah. So to be honest with y'all, me and Ashley were like talking all day, like, what is it? What does this mean? What does this mean? Like, we're still trying to figure out all the kinks ourselves. So I know we both purchased our kits today, and I know we both talked about instant thing. So we really need to take advantage of these 2 weeks that only coaches have access to all this material. We're talking over 30 videos, and from what I briefly looked at, they're all super short, like the To Be Mindset ones, like 5 minutes or so, and it's going to be self-paced. But of course, patiently waiting on getting that volume 2 for the cookbook, a logbook, and what I could tell from the test group, there's like an original one, but there's also like a ramped up, intensified version that you can do if like you want to get like shredded type thing. So I'm anxious to like get all my stuff. I haven't really dug into it, but I did make sure that my access was there. So I just really want to encourage you guys to jump on this, because as coaches, if you're here, it's because you're most likely, hopefully, you're wanting to build your business. And in order to grow a successful and thriving team, you have to lead from the front. Because yeah, we are a direct sales company. We are selling products, but we're sharing our journey with those products. And that's how we're able to best grow, is by sharing our experiences and encouraging people to join right alongside us. And I think it's like such an advantage, like for newer coaches and even us doing this, because we're doing it too. So it's like, come on, join me. We're doing it together at the same time. And I think it makes it so much more fun. So you can I'm sure you all got an email today that really broke it down about what's included in that. And all the packs the base kits are $10 off. If you get a challenge or a completion pack, that's $20 off. And I was telling my team and my team page, like, as I was going, like, I was like, oh, you can get 10% off and free shipping on Beach Bars. And it was like 20% off and free shipping on Energize. And so I was like, yes. So take advantage of that. Like, sometimes it'll give you offers at the bottom, but then it'll be like, see more. And it's like so many crazy offers on there. So yeah, jump on those when you're investing in your kits. So you can lead from the front with everything. And those are staples into my daily life. My husband was getting mad because we had like one Beach Bar left, and we like fight over those things. So take advantage of that, dive right in, and then you can request to join in Autumn's test group. And remember, if you already have a current customer and you want to convert them over, me and Ashley were talking about this, so y'all probably both saw in our challenge groups today, which sure Ashley posted because she was the one that gave me the idea, to like leverage this, to encourage them to take that leap of faith, because so many of them have been thinking about coaching. And I like have one girl who would be a rock star coach. She has been a customer for over 2 years religiously, and she is obsessed with Autumn. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get her with this. I'm gonna get her because we just have to share that excitement and how that opportunity is. Or if they're brand new, start them as a coach right now so they don't have to wait those extra 2 weeks. So did you have anything else on that, Ashley? I didn't want to go too long on it.
No, I think, yeah, you can get most of it. And just remember, guys, that you get, like Christy had mentioned, you get the streaming access. That's the correct me if I'm wrong, by ordering the Ultimate Portion Fix is the only way you're going to be able to do the live reshoot of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme. Is that right? I want to make sure that.
Yeah. And to clarify too, like these Ultimate Fix stuff is just like 2B Mindset. You pull it through the nutrition tab on BOD, but it's a separate purchase than BOD.
Right. Yeah. So not everyone, I mean, you have to be able to purchase it to get access to it. But I think it's what I'm super excited for is, I'm excited to dive back into nutrition. I've never been a super like crazy portion container person, but what Autumn explained, especially in the wake up call this morning, is it's more about tackling issues surrounding food. Like I know we got a lot of people that struggle with stress eating, emotional eating. I have sugar cravings that pop up, sometimes like crazy every now and again. And she talks about how to manage things about nutrition that a lot of people just haven't talked about. And a lot of health and fitness solutions don't talk about this stuff. So it is, to me, it kind of reminds me like concepts like Christy said of 2B Mindset, but it's the portion control system diving into exactly how to use it. And it's so, to me, I've only gone through 2 videos so far, but it's super user friendly. And like she said, the videos are super short. But make sure you guys know that the only way you're going to be able to do the 21 Day Fix and Fix Extreme workouts is if you have either an Ultimate Portion Fix challenge pack or the base kit. I just got the base kit, which comes with everything that I need because I already have Shakeology, obviously. But that starts April 1st. And from if you listen to the National Wake Up Call today, it's going to be like these live launches have been. So as far as I understand, it's going to be like 1 week at a time, all different workouts. It's not going to be exactly like Upper Fix. Every Tuesday's Upper Fix. It's going to be similar, but it's going to be like Transform 20, or Lift 4, where it's slightly different for 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, like the actual workouts in and of themselves. So I'm super pumped for that. And guys, like we were I don't know if Chrissy actually might not have been a coach. I was a coach when 21 Day Fix launched. Well, you would have been 2015. Yeah, she was a coach. This was the biggest launch ever when 21 Day Fix released in 2015. That'd be 5 years ago?
No, it was in 14 because it was a couple of months before I started. Yeah.
Okay. Extreme was 2015. Yeah. So that was literally the biggest launch that I think I've ever seen in terms of like a fitness program since I've been a coach. So the fact that she's reoffering this is huge. And as you guys know, like so many people are just, if Autumn's doing it, they're in. So I think it's really important for you guys as coaches to, again, all this is a tax write-off, guys. Like you making sure that you're on the up and up with the newest nutrition stuff and you're leveraging it. Like someone can sign up today as a coach and get complete access. They don't have to wait 2 more weeks. They can join now, which is why it's so important for our Dash to Diamond that you guys are leading with the coaching opportunity. And even if someone doesn't want to jump in and build their business or that scares them a little bit, still join as a coach. You can get all this stuff 2 weeks early and then get the workouts. And then you know what? Then have that conversation about building a business because they're already a coach with the coach account and the coach opportunity. Okay. Are there any questions, you guys, on Ultimate Portion Fix or anything like that?
And in that email too, it's pretty cool. I took the little quiz thing to tell you like what you should get. It's pretty cool. Just take it.
Oh, what did you get? What was your answer?
Base kit, because it asks you if you're on monthly stuff and what your goals are. It's pretty cool though.
So take the quiz and make sure you guys are opted into all the emails. If you're not, we finally figured out how to turn that on. Okay, so if there's no questions or if you think of something after the Zoom, please reach out because we're getting to know it just like you guys are, but I think I've got a pretty good understanding of what it all entails as of right now. Okay, so 30-day Dash to Diamond. We just started today. I'm going to give a quick overview and then Christy just pick up because I'm just going to give a quick snapshot of what it is. But this doesn't matter. Like you don't have to come to the table with anything, right? We don't care how many coaches you have. What we care about is your heart and your hustle. If you want to work harder than you ever have in your business, and really like I was diving in, we had a conversation today about belief. And if you automatically think I can't add 8 to 10 coaches this month, that's not going to happen. You're exactly right. If you think this is going to be a lot of work, but I will do everything I can to grow my team and reach this goal, you got a really good shot of making it happen. So much of this business, you guys, is just belief. It's belief and it's massive action. You can't just believe it and hope it's going to show up at your doorstep. Like you have to believe it and you have to work really hard at it. Like don't think that building a business is easy because if you think that, you're going to be discouraged when you actually have to do the work. And you're going to be discouraged when you sit there and try to analyze why someone said something or why someone's not ready yet. The only thing that you can control is you. And the only thing that you can control in the 24 hours a day that every single person gets is what you do intentionally in the time that you have to build your business. Okay? You can build your business in an hour a day. You can build your business in 15-minute pockets if you're intentional with what you're doing. And you guys know this is not a lesson on the vital behaviors, but you just have to understand that a 30-day Dash to Diamond, we're doing it because we have goals. We have goals for our team that we want you to achieve so badly because we can't do this without your help. And it's high time that we both have been stuck for 3 years. We're ready. Like, we're ready to be elite. We're ready for that recognition. We're ready for you guys to see insane results in your business by the end of 6 months, by the end of the year, because that's so much can happen. And when you hear our journeys to Diamond, Christy got there a heck of a lot faster than I did, but my life changed when I had my first builder go Diamond herself. Like, that's where the magic is. And you can't get there if you're thinking, I can't even sign up a coach. So you got to check into your belief. If something's not working, don't keep doing it. But that's why we talk about the no matter what invites. You have to be no matter what, one-to-one connecting and not forgetting your follow-ups, because 9 times out of 10 for me, someone doesn't join from the first message, right? I've got to follow up. People are busy. That is my job as a coach. Okay. So the Dash to Diamond group, you guys might have been in our January push group or our February push group. It's nothing like that. Christy and I talked this weekend and we're like, you know what? Screw the spreadsheet. Screw it. Because you guys, like, if you're really like, you got through the 5 days to yay, it doesn't matter if you have 0 coaches on your team. Some of you have 4 and 5 and 6 coaches on your team, and you're very close to reaching this goal. You know what to do. We're not going to make you initial when you do your workout, drink your Shakeology. Like, you're a coach. You're doing it. You don't need to spend your minutes like checking that stuff off. So we did away with this Excel spreadsheet. If you've never been in our push groups, then you're not even going to know what it is. So don't worry about it. But we're focusing in this Dash to Diamond group on the stuff that is going to move your business forward. It doesn't mean you don't do that other stuff. It just means that's a non-negotiable. Like showing up on these Zooms, listening to the National Wake Up Call, personal development. You don't need to tell us you're doing it. You just have to do it. But for me as well, we need extra accountability when it comes to the amount of conversations that we're having, because that massive action, those invites, that's what's going to grow your business, right? Combined with all the stuff you're doing behind the scenes, now you have accountability to share, this is what I've done, these are my numbers. And now as coaches, as your mentors, we can look at those numbers and say, okay, now we can talk about why you may or may not be on track to reach your goals. So that's essentially, in a nutshell, what our Dash to Diamond group is. We're taking it directly from the 30-day Diamond roadmap that we created and we told you guys about 2 weeks ago, and we start today. So if you're not in this group, you've got to be in this group. Like, we're pushing for Diamond just like you guys are. My husband has 2 coaches that I've signed up under him. I work his business, and I'm pushing to make him Diamond by March 31st. If that happens, and if y'all are in the group go Diamond, we will be 5 to 7 star qualifying, which is insane. But that's how we have to think of our team. Like, we are leaders of leaders. So that's my snapshot. Christy, you take it from here.
Yeah, I love that, because really Diamond is going to be as easy or as hard as you make it out to be, you guys. Like, what Ashley and I talked about earlier today is, especially with so many of you who are new coaches, when we both went Diamond in the beginning, it was all still a warm market. Like, now I'm like, I'm not going to say all cold, but like everyone that I signed up was warm. So take advantage. And I was talking to some of the girls in our little chat thread earlier today, is the fact that, you know, it's so easy to focus on the things like adding to our network. These are all important things, you guys, but above everything else, we have to be inviting. We have to be carrying on those conversations behind the scenes and forming them, and not letting it carry on too long with just, hey girl, how you doing type thing. But getting to the point, you know, being authentic and genuine about it, but letting them know what it is you have to offer them. You have a gift, so share it unapologetically. And right now, more than ever, the coaching opportunity with this, you know, if you're really trying to grow a team and an income, then you've got to focus on coaching. And what Shalene said at the event last weekend is, like, what story are you telling? Are you constantly talking about the programs and the products? Are you talking about the opportunity that we have? Are you talking about the freedom? Are you talking about where you're going? Like, I made a post earlier today, my husband's really like, he started for a little while, he was like, I'm happy with my job, but like now lately he's talking about, you got to bring me home, Christy. And like, it gets me like so nervous, but so excited. Like that's what gets me up at 4:15 in the morning when I definitely don't want to. Like, I loved how Autumn said on the call this morning, your why is not your goals, It has to be so gut-wrenching, so deep. Like, what just gives you chills when you talk about it? Like, I want my family to be home together, when our baby gets here, and I'm willing to fight tooth and nail for that. If you're here and you're not doing the work, then you're not having a clear vision about what it is you want in a life. Are you constantly it just frustrates me so bad when I have so many people that are just like, I'm not financially stable, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Then do something about it. Like, every decision that we make every single day puts us in the situation that we're in right now. We're either settling, we're not fighting for what it is we want. We have a golden opportunity. Is it freaking easy? Heck to the freaking no. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but it's also the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. Everything that's worth having is hard. Being a mom, being a wife, getting up early is all freaking hard, but it's all worth doing to better yourself. Okay, I got off on a tangent there. Talking about the 30-day push. And just sneaking this in right now, everyone should have a Canva account. As you can see, that's what we uploaded the doc. Like, you should all have one anyways. It's a free thing. That's how we create all of our graphics, banners, all that stuff. And it's so easy because I'm the least tech savvy person there probably is, but it's so easy, you guys. So if you don't have one, you should, or it should, when you click the link, it should have told you to create one. So hopefully y'all got that done. So I just wanted to sneak that in. And there is an app for it too on iPhones. But yeah, so I went diamond within 60 days. So that was within 2 months, and that was years ago. And they made it so much easier now with all the tools and the resources. And really, I probably could have done it sooner, but I was just doing customers, because I didn't know. I was just signing people up. And then my upline was like, hey, do this. So that's why we're trying to teach y'all and help you now to where you can grow faster than we did. We teach you from, our struggles that we made so that you can, fight through those and hopefully not have these big road bumps, which you will have road bumps. You will. So you got to prepare for that, but not be stuck for 3 years like we have. But hey, the harder the fight, the sweeter the victory in the end. And that's what I continue to tell myself, because it will be. And like Ashley said, it takes you guys. But you have to share the opportunity. Stop focusing so hard on adding new people when you need to be engaging with the people that you have right now in your network, forming relationships with them, adding value, showing up every single day, planting those seeds. Like, I've had a lot of no's today, but I'm like, you know what? That's good, because that means they got my message. They're still thanking me. And, that means a lot to me, because then they're going to be thinking, and probably a couple months or years from now, they're probably going to join. Like, we can't take no personal. And it's easy to do that sometimes, because that doesn't mean you're a bad coach, but it actually means you're doing your job. Like, I know Miranda's on here. It's funny because several of my coaches, you're probably local, and she was like, she would send me little screenshots. Yeah, Christy's invited me too. I'm like, awesome, tell them to sign up with you, because then they get access to both of us. But I'm like, that shows that we're doing our job if we're both reaching out, So I was like, that's awesome. But take advantage of your warm market, the people that you have. Yeah, you got to grow, because after those first 3 months, especially, you're going to tap out of that. Like, there should not be one person on your friends list that you do not invite. You cannot take anyone for granted, because I promise you, they will shock the heck out of you. Ashley, what do you got on that?
Yeah, I just really wanted to hammer that home, because like, you guys, I know from talking to some of my coaches one-on-one, is like missing the warm network opportunity. I know that's scary. Like, I get it. But again, like, I don't know if we can go into more detail of our diamond journeys, but I got to diamond through my warm market, because those are the people that already know you, already like you, and already trust you. And I think there's this fear around it, but it's like, when you think of this opportunity as a gift, and even if you haven't seen a ton of financial success or a ton of freedom yet, or like whatever, the potential, and where you can take your business, because this business does not discriminate based on when you joined or what your skills are. You work hard, you can have options in your life. So for me, I didn't care. And again, I'm taking myself back to like 2004, Ashley. I invited everyone. Like, I literally invited everyone. And if that scares you, because I know a lot of times we're like, I invite people who like my posts. Well, the reality is only 10% of people are going to see your posts. So we have to take more action and reach out to people. And I think the templates we provide are great. You obviously want to say things that are very natural and authentic to you, but let someone know you're thinking of them and you're starting this journey, or you're doing X, Y, and Z and you're super excited and you thought they would want to do this with you. I love this call from Bonnie Engel. I think she said this. She's been a top 10 coach for a long time, or several years if you don't know who she is. But she once said, I think it was in a training or a wake-up call, that, like LinkedIn, right? You think about LinkedIn, you think about people that are they say like, oh, so-and-so thought you'd be good for this job. Do you ever get offended by that? Like, I've never gotten offended when someone thought I would be good at a job. So when you're looking about, when you're thinking of reframing this coaching opportunity and you want to lead with the coaching opportunity, think of it as recruiting for a job. Think of why you thought of that person and think of how all the things that they could bring to the table to motivate and inspire and build an income through being a fit influencer on social media. Think of it that way. So flatter someone when you invite them as opposed to being afraid. And yeah, if you don't think they'd rock as a coach, then you tell them what you're doing on your health and fitness journey and ask if you have no idea if they've got a routine, but you have an amazing community and amazing journey and you just thought they might like to be a part of the community too. It's never suggesting that someone needs to lose weight. Obviously not. What I love to lead with is, I think you would love our community. I don't know if you've got a routine that's working for you, but this has changed my life. That's not weird to me. That's not if they're my warm market and I'm just like, hey, I'm doing this. I thought of you. I think you would love it. Do you want to do this with me? I don't think anyone would be offended by that. And if they're offended by that, they weren't ever meant to be with you in the first place. And they're not going to send you hate mail and they're not going to talk about you because we're adults. And if they are, freaking block them because they're stuck in middle school. Okay. Seriously, you got one life, you got one opportunity to touch so many people's lives using this opportunity. You cannot do the work for them, but don't you dare hold back this opportunity to someone who needs to hear it. And I guarantee you guys, there are people you least expect that would be so interested to hear more about what we do. Right? You guys with me on that? Because I think when we need to stop being so afraid, because social media it can be such a platform for good. And it can be such a platform for helping someone completely change their life, not just in their health and fitness, but in their finances and in their families, and bringing them security that maybe they never had. Maybe they never had financial security. And maybe this opportunity, while you can't do it for them, they take this, they run with this 2 and 3 years from now, they're earning 6 figures, they've paid off their debt. And none of that would happen if you didn't introduce the business opportunity, right? So when you think of it as literally your mission, as opposed to well, I'm nervous. Sure, be nervous, feel that. That's cool, but do it anyways. Because you never know who needs to hear that. And you have to get through a lot of no's and a lot of non-responses to find those people, and a lot of follow-ups. But when someone joins and is in it, and you've painted that picture of a vision of what's possible, even if you're not there at yourself, that's where you have the opportunity to literally make a huge impact on someone's life. So it's cool. So it's cool to be nervous. Do it frickin' anyways. That's my message for you guys. And to just wrap up my little spiel is, we're doing this diamond retreat because we want to celebrate. We want to give you something to shoot for and work harder than you ever have in March, because we want on March 31st, maybe not everyone. I hope everyone watching this right now says I'm going diamond in 28 days and they do it. But you have to understand exactly how to get there, which is why you need to be in the Dash to Diamond group. It's right on the cover photo. And you have to understand what you need to do to get there, realistically. So if you are a diamond coach and you're leading a diamond team by March 31st, you get an exclusive invite. Christy and I are co-hosting a diamond retreat in Gulf Shores, Alabama, in September. Dates to be determined. It won't be Labor Day weekend. But we want to celebrate you guys. The house will be on us. It'll be a beautiful beach house. We want to celebrate you, and we want to celebrate the journey and the hard work. And we want to give you incentive, because that's really cool. And if you go diamond by the end of March, you can go 1-star diamond, meaning you help someone on your team get to diamond by May or June. And then you can walk across the stage at Summit. And if you're not registered for Summit, reach out to your coach right now and say, what do I need to do to get to Summit? Because you got to be there. That's part of why I got to diamond. So Christy, do you want to share I know you said diamond in 60 days. Do you want to share about your journey, or did I miss anything about the group?
Yeah, gosh, it was so long ago, 4.5 years. I can't even remember what happened yesterday. But again, like I've said before, my husband and my sister were my first 2 coaches. Both of them rolled their eyes. Neither one of them wanted anything to do with it. But I was like, whatever. Because I was like, I got to do this. As I saw the vision and they felt the excitement and they just wanted to support me. They wanted nothing to do with it. And back then I was like, you got to be very cautious about building your spouse account. Now they're a little more lenient and when you talk about it. But I don't remember, like I offered the coaching opportunity to everyone. And like I was telling my girls the other day, because Christina's already signed 4 coaches in the past couple of weeks. I was like, girl, you need one more, because if y'all don't know, if you sign 5 coaches in 5 weeks, you get a $100 bonus. So that's like even more incentive to sign coaches and recruit coaches. And I feel like so many people often feel like, well, they're a little more timid, a little more reserved when it comes to inviting to the coaching opportunity. And that kind of goes back to what I actually said about, you have to realize that this is a gift. It's, and share that, but also reevaluate what you're posting about. If you're just constantly talking about your workouts or the shakes, well then yeah, you're naturally going to attract challengers. Whereas if you're talking about the hustle and what it is you're doing on a day-to-day, or even casting vision, say you're a brand new coach and you're not making a ton of money yet, I don't care if you make $20 this week, share that. That's a tank of gas. That's something. If you go celebrate yourself with that, but share that, because that's a big deal to some people. So just think about what it is, the story that you're painting for your people, and who you're trying to attract. But yeah, I don't remember who all my coaches were, because I was just like, and I think back then it was so like you presented it as the discount, which thankfully we don't do that anymore. But share what is possible. No, they're not required to, but share how beneficial it is. And Ashley was talking about, yeah, we're doing all these incentives, but we also talked about we're going to be on this cruise in 3 weeks, and next year y'all better be there with us celebrating in Punta Cana. Why would you not want to reward a free, all-inclusive paid trip for you and another person? Your spouse, a friend, a parent, I don't know. It's like incredible. And this is so very different from Summit. I don't guess anybody's ever been there, but it's like just straight up party mode, celebration, success club, but you can earn it for free. So why not? Like there's literally like, I've never been a part of anything where you're just constantly like rewarded. I got the email finally today about getting the Transform 20 hat. I know, Ashley, I saw you got yours like a long time ago. Like, just all these incentives, they just keep throwing at us. The new coach tank, like, it just feels good. It's those little things of how we're rewarded for bettering ourselves and sharing that with others. Like, we got to quit just skimming the surface with talking about the workouts, because that's the easy thing to do. And that's why I'm excited for Ultimate Portion Fix, because that's really what we all need, because that's how we're ultimately going to get to our health and fitness goals, not just by working out. And that's what people need, is the nutrition fix. And now we can compound that with coaching, and you get in this exclusive group. Like, you guys, we have everything right here in our tool belt. We just got to freaking use them. Like, I'm so excited to see y'all all on, but I hope and pray that even more so that you're doing something with this. Like, even the emails we got today, they're like so broken down, like all the FAQs, like they have everything for you to share the opportunity. And if you don't want to feel crummy and stuff, y'all know I'm all about, Ashley tells you get on the phone. I tell you use voice message. Either way, make it personal. And I promise you, you're going to attract the right people. You're not going to come across as like, hey, just buy this shake or join my team type thing. Because you have to remember, you are your brand. What sets you apart? If they tell you no, then fine. They're probably not meant to be. That's okay. You probably don't want that in the long run. I promise you, I learned the hard way with that. So be true to who you are. You'll attract the right people. And that's showing up, doing all those things. And I think, Ashley, it's all in the cover photo, right? Isn't that the one where you put everything? So, like she said, we're not here to we're not your boss. We're your friend. We want the best for you. We're in this together. We're going for diamond too. And it is, even for me, to my recruitment game, I've slacked off so much. And I'm like, 8 coaches is hard, but you know what? I'm going to give it my very best effort. And when we lean in and do it together, we're like, hey, this is working. This isn't working. And it is going to tweak. I'll do something for a while, it'll work. Well, then it's not going to work next month. And that's okay, but that's what keeps it fun. Because if we were just sending the same thing over and over, we'd hate life, because it would be pretty darn boring. So, Ashley, what do you got?
Yeah, I've got a couple things I want to touch on real quick, but just to reiterate, I know I said this before, just grow your network is important. Definitely adding to your network is important, following new accounts, but don't forget about the people you already have. Like I keep saying this, but even your current followers on Instagram, I've been reaching back through my followers and messaging them and thanking them for following me and asking them if they're on a fitness journey too. So don't forget about people that are already following you. I mean, sometimes we focus so much on adding. Well, dig into people who are already watching you. That's huge. Yeah, so a couple things I wanted to say about, my journey to Diamond, what was different than Christy's. You guys, I was a coach for like a year and a half before I actually did the math. I looked at my memories. I signed up in October 2012. I added my first coach in March 2013. I didn't add my first coach for 5 months. Then I added 2 more coaches for the rest of 2013. So I ended 2013 with 3 coaches, okay? I signed up my business builder, who is still with me to this day, the person who's helped me change my business and our organization, in April of 2014. I started hitting Success Club 5 or more in May of 2014, and I've never missed Success Club any month since then. So like, this is not by chance, you guys. When I signed up my builder, I committed, and that's why we hammer home, get your first business builder, someone who is going to run with you, because a lot of your coaches aren't going to be ready to run. Some of your coaches might sign up to get Ultimate Portion Fix and not want to build a business. That's okay. They will still help you get to Diamond because you need 8 active coaches either way. So I would shoot to 10 to 12 active coaches, because some might quit, some might go inactive. You don't want to be a shaky Diamond. You want to be a solid Diamond so you don't lose your rank the next week, because that kind of sucks. You can get it back. I've lost my Diamond, gotten it back, but you don't want to be someone who works so hard to reach a goal that you just lose it in a week. Okay. So when I signed up my builder, right? And you guys, that's why you have to present this as a business, because she's like, let's go. What do I do? And I'm like, well, shoot, I got to do this because you're ready to run with me. That was May of 2014. I went to Summit in June of 2014. It was in Las Vegas that year. And in May of 2015, I was a 1-star Diamond. My leader had gone Diamond, built a team under her, and I was able to walk away from my other jobs. So it took me 11 months. I went to Summit in June of 2014. Okay. I was an Emerald at Summit in June of 2014. You guys with me on the timeline? In September is when I went Diamond. So I added 4 to 7 coaches that fall. And granted, are most of them gone by now? Yeah, but I stayed because my leader stayed, I stayed, I'm in this for good. September of 2014, I believe that's the month I went Diamond. And again, when I looked back and I looked at my memories and pieced it together, it was warm market. It was people that I already knew, or a mutual friend on Facebook that I was already friends with. So my final coach, like my runner, Sarah, she went Emerald. And then my friend from high school, Holly, signed up her mom and her sister. And that's how I went Diamond. It wasn't like she had to hit the ground running. She signed up her mom, she signed up her sister. And that next Thursday, I was a Diamond coach. And since then, I was able to build a 1-star Diamond, 2-star Diamond, 3-star Diamond. I lost that rank. I'm a 1-star Diamond. I have 2 diamonds on 1 leg, but I have had consistent enough income for 4 years now to be a full-time coach. And when my husband lost his job in December of 2015, he has not had to go back to a full-time job. So that is what this business can do, right? We are home with our daughter. We are home with our toddler. We see her every single day. We are leaving in 2 weeks to go to Birmingham and then to fly to this cruise. We might come back in 3 weeks. We might come back when it's officially warm in Pennsylvania. I don't know. But we have that flexibility because I don't have to go back to a job. And I know for some of you, that's not your goal, but that was mine. And that was my passion. And that was something I would never give up on. I was raised in daycare. I had a mom, I had 3 kids, single parent, didn't have a dad. And I didn't see my mom. And I cried every day of daycare to the point where like, they had crazy nicknames for me because I just cried and cried and cried. And I just tell you guys this because looking at my daughter, like that's what this business has given me. I don't have to put her somewhere and be without her. I can be with her. And that's always what I wanted. So that's the vision. Like that's my why. That's not my goal. My goal is to be an elite team because we freaking deserve it. My why is my family and something I will never quit on. So when you guys are pushing for a goal, it's got to come from your gut. It's got to come from your heart, and it's got to be something that one bad day or one weird comment or one ghost, someone who's ghosting you, maybe not a real ghost, that would be a little weird, but some ghost is not going to make you quit on this journey. So be in Dash to Diamond. If you're not in the group, we're not going to force you. We're not going to reach out and say, you should join this. No, you should just join it. And if you're not going to do it, that just kind of shows where you are in your business, and that's fine. But we're going to have you level up and take responsibility to go for this goal with us. And we're going to support the heck out of you. As long as you can say you did your absolute best this month, you're going to be further along in 29 days than you are right now. I think that's all I got. But that was my journey. That was my diamond journey. And I've been stuck, and be totally transparent. I've been stuck. I hit 3-star diamond at the end of 2015. I went to the New Leader Conference in 2016, and I have been stuck at this rank. So my limiting belief is I'm not a good enough leader to build diamonds. And I know that's not true. I know that I just need to show by example and be real with you guys and give you everything I got, because the one thing I want more than me succeeding is you succeeding. And I mean that from like the bottom of my heart, because it doesn't matter. Like, I'm doing okay. If I never make any more money, I'll be okay. But like, I want you guys to be able to have the freedom and the financial peace that I'm working towards, and that I know I will have within a year. We're going to be debt free, and I'm so excited. And it's because of this business. All right, Chrissy, back to you.
Yes, I love it so much. I didn't even know we were at New Leader together. And yes, stay in Alabama for a long time, although it's cold right now. I'm so excited, but it is true, you guys. Like, we seriously won't, like, your success means just as much, if not more, to us than our own success, because we know what is possible. And yet this is still only the beginning. Like, it's only going to go up from here if you continue to show up. As we've said over and over again, we cannot control who says yes, who signs up, but you have to focus on controlling those controllable things. And that is the amount of people that you just continue to show up for every single day. And as Ashley said, the more you're engaging, the more you're going to pop up in people's face. Like, they're going to see you. If you're engaging with them and you're continuing to show up. So, and I still haven't done this, but Shalene's like, go live every day. And I'm like, I never do that. So, but I'm just passing that on to you. That is a good tip. I got to work on it myself. So, but it supposedly it helps. But yeah, do y'all have any questions before we jump off, since we're only got like 2 minutes left?